Few animals embody the mystery of North America's wilderness quite like the bobcat. Small enough to sleep between shadows yet fierce enough to defend vast territories, this medium-sized wildcat is both ghost and guardian of forests, deserts, swamps, and even suburban greenbelts. While most people are lucky to catch a fleeting glimpse of its two-of-the-earth ears or spotted coat, an even smaller number have heard the full range of its sounds. To those who have, the experience is unforgettable. A ray yells echoing through a moonlit canyon, a sudden rasping scream from dense brush, or a soft purr as a nursing mother reassures her kittens. These vocalizations, along with scent marks and subtle body pictures, form a complex language that scientists are only beginning to decode. Understanding this secret language not only satisfies curiosity but also helps wildlife managers protect bobcats where they live close to people, reducing conflict and encouraging respect for their space. Communication is survival. For bobcats, every growl, hiss, or silent tale to each carries information about hunger, fear, confidence, or readiness to mate. In Ethiopian wilderness, messages can be bold. A male scatter owl roaring across ridges during breeding season warns rivals to stay away and invites receptive females to come closer. In urban habitats, where noise from traffic and construction masks as natural cues, bobcats may adapt by choosing quieter routes or relying more heavily on scent and body signals. Researchers gather data through night vision cameras, remote microphones, and GPS collars that record position during calling birds, piecing together how sound, scent, and movement work together in the life of this elusive predator. By studying their repertoire, from kitten mews to territorial screams, we learn how bobcats maintain social distance, find mates, raise young, and provide danger in a world that's becoming busier and louder every year. To hear a bobcat is to be reminded that wildness has a voice. Although generally quiet, bobcats possess a surprisingly rich vocabulary, each note serving a distinct purpose in their solitary lives. Their most famous sound is the kitiru owl, a drowned, wailing cry produced mainly during the breeding season. It drifts through forests and deserts in late winter, often mistaken for a human scream or a ghostly banshee call. This haunting vocalization advertises a female's readiness or a male's intent, allowing potential partners to locate each other across large distances while simultaneously warning rivals to keep away. During mating encounters, the repertoire broadens into yells, growls, and piercing screams, a dramatic chorus that testifies to the intensity of bobcat courtship. Outside the mating season, bobcats rely on subtler calls, chirps, mews, and soft trills pass between mothers and kittens, keeping the family linked when the young begin exploring beyond the den. A nursing family may rumble a lapar, a soothing sound nearly identical to that of domestic cats, signaling comfort and security. When threatened or cornered, however, bobcats produce harsh hisses, spits, and snarls, accompanied by flattened ears and lashing tails. These aggressive sounds form part of a defensive display designed to intimidate predators or trespassers without resorting to a risky fight. In encounters with coyotes, raccoons, or even couriers' dogs, such vocal posturing often buys just enough hesitation for the bobcat to retreat to cover. Researchers studying free-ranging bobcats have begun cataloging the acoustic structure of their calls, noting differences in pitch, duration, and repetition linked to context. Remote audio recorders placed near non-dens reveal that kittens issue distinctive contact calls when hungry or separated, faint, high-pitched squeaks that prompt an instant maternal response. Males traversing their territories may grunt or cough so swiftly while shunt marking, a low frequency cue to any nearby competitor. In snowy climates, where scenes disperse slowly and visibility is limited, such sounds become valuable supplements to olfactory cues. Together, these vocal expressions sketch an auditory map of bobcat behavior, a language woven from ancient instincts yet flexible enough to meet the demands of modern landscapes. Even when a bobcat makes no noise at all, it is far from silent. Every movement, posture, and trace it leaves behind is a message. A relaxed bobcat rests with its body loose, tail lying still, enters gently forward, a picture of calm assurance. When curiosity stirs, the ears pivot like reindeer dishes, pupils widen, and whiskers spread as if tasting the air. At the first hint of danger, muscles coil and the tail to each is in tide, deliberated jerks, a silent warning to predators or intruders. During changes and OFS, bobcats arch their backs, bristle their fur, and stand on tiptoe to appear larger, peering the passive with sharp stares that signal readiness to defend. Scent is their other great language. Along travel routes they post to spray urine on shrubs or rocks, deposited in prominent spots, or rock is a ground with powerful hint paws to release scent from interdigital glands. This marks tell pushing bobcats who own the territory, whether a family is in heat or how recently another hunter crossed the trail. Scientists reading these signposts find a sophisticated communication system, almost like an invisible bulletin board where notices about status, boundaries, and breeding opportunities are posted in code only bobcats understand. Kittens, guided by their mothers, learn which things matter most, gradually mastering how to advertise themselves while staying hidden from larger carnivores. Even their face holds clues. The position of ears, the spread of whiskers, the lift or droop of the short tail all act as punctuation to the vocal phrases described earlier. A sibling between a mother and her young carries reassurance, while a fixed stare aimed at a rival speaks of challenge. Tracks in mud or snow, the neat remains of a caged rabbit, or a faint trail leading to a din only leads to the silent conversation. To interpret this signals is to read an ancient script etched across forest flowers, desert washes, and suburban edges, prove that, long before people built written alphabets, wildcats had perfected their own grammar of movement and scent. To truly grasp the bobcat's secret language, scientists rely on patience, technology, and a deep respect for wild places. Biologists set method-activated cameras long trials ending entrances to record vocal calls, body patches, and scent marking habits without disturbing the cats. Equality microphones hidden in brush capture subtle growls, purrs, and kitten chirps that would vanish if a human stepped too close. GPS collars, fitted for short periods, let researchers map how territories overlap and reveal where scent pasts cluster along boundaries. By comparing recordings from different regions, experts learn how dialogues vary. A bobcat in the Sonoran Desert may speak with shorter yells than one in -not-so-varied woods. Fieldwork shows how fragile these conversations are. When forests are cleared for development or traffic cuts across hunting routes, bobcats lose the quiet corridors they need to leave scent marks or call for mates. Noise from highways can drown out a mudhare's reassuring chirps or mask the warning hiss a young male directs at a rival. Conservation groups work with landowners to preserve greenways and to design road crossings so that bobcats can roam safely, keeping their communication network intact. Wildlife educators translate research into public understanding, helping communities see that every pair, trill, and paw scrape is a thread in the fabric of an ecosystem. By protecting the landscapes where bobcats speak, we ensure that future generations can marvel at the subtle dialogue between stealthy predators and the wild spaces they guard. Even when a bobcat makes no noise at all, it is far from silent. Every movement, posture, and trace it leaves behind is a message. A relaxed bobcat rests with its body loose, tail lying still, enters gently forward, a picture of commercials. When curiosity stirs, their pivot like reindeer dishes, pupils widen, and whiskers spread as if tasting the air. At the first hint of danger, muscles coil and the tail to each is in tide, deliberated jerks, a silent warning to predators or intruders. During chances and OFS, bobcats arch their backs, bristle their fur, and stand on tiptoe to appear larger, peering the passive with sharp stares that signal readiness to defend. Scent is their other great language. Along travel routes they post to spray urine on shrubs or rocks, deposited in prominent spots, or rock is a ground with powerful hint paws to release scent from interdigital glands. This marks tell pushing bobcats who own the territory, whether a family is in heat or how recently another hunter crossed the trail. Scientists reading these signposts find a sophisticated communication system, almost like an invisible bulletin board where notices about status, boundaries, and breeding opportunities are posted in code only bobcats understand. Kittens, guided by their mothers, learn which things matter most, gradually mastering how to advertise themselves while staying hidden from larger carnivores. Even their face holds clues. The position of ears, the spread of whiskers, the lift or droop of the short tail all act as punctuation to the vocal phrases described earlier. A sibling between a mother and her young carries reassurance, while a fihid study aimed at a rival speaks of challenge. Tracks in mud or snow, the neat remains of a caged rabbit, or a faint trail leading to a den only leads to the silent conversation. To interpret this signals is to read an ancient script etched across forest flowers, desert washes, and the suburban edges. Prove that, long before people built written alphabets, wild cats had perfected their own grammar of